Hi friends, in this video, let's see how to create a self-destructive macro, which destroys itself if we provide wrong password 3 times. Now let's see a quick demo how it works. So, this Excel is placed in my desktop and I'm clicking a login button, and the right password is admin. When I click login, I'm getting a message box saying login successful. Suppose if I provide a wrong password, it's saying wrong password, remaining chances 2. I click again, remaining chance 1, and again. It's gone. So now let's create the macro. Window key plus R, type Excel to open Excel, and let's take the grid, fill with some color. Under developer section, insert a button, right click, properties, rename it as admin login, and let's say this, let's say this as button admin login. Then double click and let's create a user form. We need text box and right click properties. So font, make it as bold and 10, smaller. Copy paste it one more time, and let's place a button here. Change caption to login. Then add a label. Caption username. Make it bold and 10, maybe a little more bigger. Copy paste. Copy paste. Okay. This one caption should be password. Align this at right. Even this one align by right. And I'm going to select everything and drag it a little back. Make this a little smaller. Choose background color, whatever color you like. Keep it like this. Let's go to sheet 1. Before that, I will rename this one. This caption as admin login. Here, name I'm going to say as user form. Admin login. Come to sheet 1 and say user form admin login Let's test. Yeah, it opens. If we type admin login, it should take the user ID password and validate whether it is admin or not. And it should provide the whether it is successful or not. This one, let's make it transparent. And this one should be little smaller. Okay. Let's write a code here. Now, dim username as integer and dim password as integer. And let's take the username password from the text box. Username is equal to me. Dot me means from the user form admin login. Then name is textbox1 dot value. Suppose if we go and click and see here, the name is textbox1. That's what we are giving here. And password is equal to me dot that is textbox2 dot value. Now let's see if username is equal to that's admin and password is equal to admin, then it's successful. Here let's do reset. Let's write a function for this later. Else we need to increase the counter, password counter. Means for first time, if it is wrong, it should say you have 2 more options. Second time, it should say you have 1 more option. Third time, it should lock it. For that, let's call a function and let's declare one more variable here, dim. Let's call it as round count as integer. Sorry, these two things are string. Here round count is equal to increase password counter, and if it is correct, it will call one more function, that is reset password counter. Okay, I will create reset password counter method and increase password counter method. And also let's give a message box that correct login, and here message box incorrect correct login, and remaining chances will say ampersand, and this method should return the counter how much time they have given wrong password. So that will be the 1. So we have given maximum 3 chance. So 3 chance minus wrong count should be the exact remaining count. Instead of hard coding these two values, let's create a constant. That is by const username as string which is equal to admin. Let's copy paste for password. Const password. Let's replace the hard-coded values with constants. Then now let's create these two methods, reset password and increment password counter. I'm going to create that in a module. Let's create a module and let's say admin password validator. You can keep whatever name you like. And function name. One more thing I missed. I'll create one more sheet called admin. And in the sheet, let's create a key and value pair like a hash map. And key should be, just for our reference, key is number of wrong password. The default should be 0. And can I delete? Let's keep it as a boolean. Default as false. If this is becoming true, then the program will automatically delete the Excel. That's the idea. Let's make everything as text. So if you want, we can read from that. Let's put it as small. Okay, let's go back to code. Here, let's create a constant. That constant is for the sheet name. Const admin sheet name as string, which is equal to admin. And let's say, okay, let's create one more public variable. Public sheet name as worksheet. Worksheet and sheet both are same. Sheets are same. You can use whatever you like. Now set sheet name is equal to this workbook dot sheets of this name, admin sheet. So why I'm using these constant values are like, suppose if you are changing the sheet name later, everywhere in the code we don't want to change it. Only once if you change here, your code should work fine. So that's the basic idea. Next, in a reset, we need to make this two values. That is, can I delete should be false, and number of wrong passwords should become 0. So sheet name dot cells of 2, 2 dot value is equal to 0, and sheet of cells of 3, 2 dot value is equal to false. Let's keep it as a string because everywhere we made it as a text here. Every cell will contain a text value, whether it is number or boolean, it becomes everything as text. So this method is pretty much done. Then let's create the next one. Next one is increase password counter. Okay, let's create the function password counter. Here we need an integer, that is number of wrong password counter as integer. Then let's set it same thing again, because we don't know whether first they will be giving correct password and then wrong password. So even if it is a public, if it is not set, it will give a problem. So it's better to set it one more time. Here, then sheet name dot cells of 2, 2 dot value. Here we are increasing this value count for every wrong password plus 1, and now the number of counts is exactly whatever is in the cell, and we are going to return this value. In VBA, how we will return it, the name of the method, function is equal to, and what you want to return. And also we need to handle if the password is wrong. They have entered the password wrong for more than 3 times. Then what it should do? If number, let's say it is greater than or equal to 3, and if it's a big variable, so let me copy paste. And it should set this sheet dot cells of 2, 3, 2 dot value is equal to true. So now can I delete will become true? Once this becomes true, then we will write one more method which will delete the actual sheet. So this count become true now, and by this time, if you click this, the user form will be here. So we need to close this user form. That is done by saying unload. Unload, then user form name, user form. Yeah. After unloading, then we need to close this workbook. Before closing, we need to stop the alerts. If you simply say dot close, it will say, it will ask user, do you want to save this or not? But I don't want this to be asked. So application dot display alert is equal to false. Now whatever you are coding, if you want to save, you can save, or it will just close. So I don't want to save in this case, so I will simply close it. Done. Now, if a password is correct, it will reset the counter, which means it will just make it as a 0 and false, and it will give a pop-up saying, sorry, it will give a message box saying it's a correct login. If it is a wrong, 1. It will increase the count. If the count is more than that, it will close the worksheet and it will set the value as false here. And it will show a message box saying incorrect login and how many times they have given incorrect login. Okay, now let's write a code for deleting this worksheet if the count is more than 3. So this is, you need to go to this workbook and choose before save. Save. No, not this one. Yeah, before close, correct. Yeah, and before close, first we'll take the value from here, this one, that is admin sheet. Again, we'll declare one constant, const sheet name. We'll say admin sheet name. Sheet name, which is as string, which is equal to admin, and let's say we'll declare a boolean sim can destroy workbook as boolean. We'll say canvas destroy workbook is equal to this workbook dot sheets of admin sheet name dot cells of 3,2 dot value. I forgot to tell you guys one thing. Suppose in your Excel, if you see here, you will not have 1, 2, 3. You will be able to see A, B, C, D. If you want to change this, you need to go to options and formulas. Here, check this one. You will be able to see 1, 2, 3. Now, so it will be easy for you to write cells of 3, or whatever it is. If can destroy, then this simply means can destroy is equal to true. And then let's say application dot speech dot speak. It means the application will, the Excel has the ability to speak whatever you're typing here. According to your system settings, whatever the language, it's a male voice or female voice, UK accent or US accent, whatever you have set according to your local computer settings, Excel has the ability to speak. Let's say, please try to remember your password next time. Bye. Let's say like this. So while recording, I missed it. If you are trying the same program in your local computer, you can notice how it is speaking. Call delete workbook. So we'll create this method now. We'll write a function delete. So deleting what I handled by creating a batch file. The batch file will wait for 10 seconds, 5 seconds, whatever you can tweak it here. After that, the batch file will actually delete the Excel. That is the logic. So let's dim file system object as project. Then let's set file system object is equal to create object of scripting dot system object then build them file. This is nothing but your bash file. This object will hold your bash file. Then let's say set file is equal to file system object dot create text file. In this we are going to create the file inside a temporary path. So environ, and if you say temp here, it will get the system temp path. And we'll put it inside, we'll call this back file as remove Excel dot back. Let me test this whether it is working properly or not. Simply I'll create something. Search box. Yeah, it's saying yeah. So this works. I'm correct. Okay. I feel instead of hard coding, let's create a string here. Then back full file name as string and back full file name is equal to, I will copy paste this there. We can use the file name here. Then now let's write it. File dot write line. First we'll say timeout. Timeout is nothing but sleeping for some second, because Excel will take some time to close. The batch file should wait for the Excel to close, then it should delete. How we will do sleep is timeout and /t /05 seconds. If you want to increase or decrease, you can do that. 05 write line of, we'll say delete command. Delete command is nothing but in a back. If you want to delete a file, you can say del space the file name. So same thing we are going to create here. Ampersand. I'm going to give 4 colon. It means in actual output you will see single quote. Sorry, 1 colon. And you should get this workbook dot full name ampersand this. Okay, I will just quickly show you how this code looks like in actual. I will create a text pad and let me open a shell window. Del, right click, properties, securities, if you are copying this, and so this deletes. Same thing I have done in the code, but instead of a single quote, I have used double quote. That's the difference. So file dot close, and we can set this objects as nothing now. Nothing, and even this equal to nothing. And now let's start the shell. Path. Let's start it in hidden mode so that it will look like Axel itself deleting. Okay. Let's save it in the desktop as XLSM. Let me save it as admin login. Save it. We have written a lot of code without any testing. Let's test it. Okay. I will say admin login. Oops. Let's check it. What is the issue? Not found. Okay, sheet. Worksheet. Now let's try admin correct login. And if you see here, we are getting clear text. I don't want that for password. We should get a star. Here, if you see, we have a password character. There, if you put a symbol star, you will get star there, whatever you're typing. So, correct. If everything goes well, the Excel here should be deleted in a wrong password. Okay, remain chances 2. And if you see here, the count is increasing here. And second time, one more chance. Last. By this time, Excel should speak, but there is some problem with my software. It's not recording that part. Yeah, it's gone. Thanks for watching the video, friends. Bye.